good. It's good.
We're drowning, Chance. The bills, the payroll, it's all catching up. We can't compete with the bigger firms anymore. We need to do something drastic, or we're finished.
I'm trying, Corby. I've reached out to every client and every database, and nobody's biting. We've cut costs everywhere, and if we don't land a major deal soon...
We need a miracle at this point. The market is oversaturated. Every firm's offering the same services. We need something different, something extreme.
Extreme? What are you thinking?
I've heard rumors about a certain organization. It's not exactly above board, but if we can manage their business, we'd be out of this hole for good.
Corby, you're not talking about...
The drug empire? Kenny's crew? I know it's risky, but they control a massive global network. If we can get in with them, turn their business into something more sustainable, something more organized, we'll be unstoppable.
You want us to consult for a criminal organization? That's not risk, that's suicide.
I know it's dangerous, but think about it. They have no structure, no system. They are powerful, but they are sloppy as well. If we bring in our expertise, marketing, logistics, B2B strategy, we can clean up the operation. In return, they keep us alive. It's mutually beneficial.
This could either save us or bury us, Corby. But right now, I don't see any other way.
Let's just schedule a meeting. We pitch them like we'll pitch any other client. If we nail this, ZC Consulting won't just survive. We'll dominate.
Alright, let's do it. But we need to be careful, because if they think we're playing them, it's over.
Sounds good. Am I speaking to Kenny?
What do you want?
This is Corby from the ZC management consulting firm. I have a proposition for you. You want to save your drug empire by solving your biggest issues. You want to hear more? Then let's meet up.
And why should I trust you, man?
I know your drug empire is struggling. I saw the numbers. You need us more than you think.
One of my guys will contact you soon with an address.
But big boys are in.
Let's see how this goes. Alright, remember, these guys are the real deal. Can't mess with them.
I know.
Nervous? But we gotta do it for the business.
For sure.
Are you sure this is the right place?
I think so, yeah. That's their crib. Has to be.
Alright.
Ready? So you're the boss, huh? Alright, gentlemen. Appreciate you meeting us here. I'm Corby, the CEO of ZC Consulting, and this is Chance, our top marketing strategist.
I'm not much for meetings. What exactly makes you think we need a consulting firm? ¿Qué estás pensando?
We don't see you needing us. We see opportunity. You've already built an empire. But with us, we could be bigger. Global.
Global, huh? You need more problems? More eyes on us? Yeah, nah.
Not if it's done right. That's why we're here. We're offering strategies that can make your business untouchable, ethically, environmentally, and economically. We've been consulted with the best in the legal markets. We can guide you to be more efficient and sustainable.
Ethical? En serio? You know what we do here, right?
Absolutely, and that's why ethics are your greatest weapon. You need to manage your public perception carefully. Social responsibility is key. We could help you make your empire look like a clean, legitimate enterprise while continuing business as usual behind the scenes.
You're doing a lot of talking, but I don't see the profit.
Let me give you an example. You're probably thinking of expanding into new territories, maybe other countries. Our team has global experience. What you need is to adapt your strategy for each market. What sells here doesn't sell in Europe or Asia. We'll customize your message, stay under the radar, and make sure you respect cultural nuances.
And don't forget business marketing. You're not just selling to consumers. You've got partnerships, suppliers, and networks. We'll optimize those business-to-business relationships, keep your supply chain tight, and secure loyalty. No leaks, no risks.
What's the cut?
The usual, a percentage of the increased profits. We're looking at 25% rise in revenue within the first year.
And if you're wrong, what happens then, huh?
I'm never wrong, son.
Failure isn't an option. We've analyzed your external environment. We know the economic pressures, the legal loopholes, and the political landscape. You need us to stay ahead of any regulations or threats before it becomes a problem.
And what if you're setting us up?
If we fail, we know what happens. But if we succeed, you'll be untouchable. You're sitting on a ticking time bomb right now. Law enforcement, competitors, the market itself. Let us handle that. We're not just selling strategy, we're selling survival, global expansion, minimal risk, maximum reward.
This sounds too good. So what's the catch here? Because we're not kids.
The only catch is this. Once you start with us, there's no turning back. Our systems are tight, so if we go down, you go down. But as long as you're with us, we'll keep your empire on top.
Alright, let's see what we got. Pero recuerda esto. Remember this. If you mess with us, you won't have to worry about just your competition.
Damn, okay. Understand. We're in this together.
We'll be in touch soon for your first strategy report.
Phase 1 is done. Now we're waiting.
Copy that. Let's set up a meeting in some hours and start planning.
Keep an eye on them. If they think they're gonna play us, they got another thing coming.
Show what?
So, remember boss when I told you about that huge drug empire? So now we've analyzed the supply chain, and by consolidating key suppliers and negotiating long-term contracts, we can reduce their costs by actually 10%.
What happens when their suppliers get greedy? Can't control people in numbers.
That's exactly where relationship management comes in. So we don't just crunch numbers, we build strategic partnerships, loyalty incentives, and exclusivity agreements to keep suppliers invested in their success.
If they still play hardball, say they suddenly hike prices, what's our move then?
That's when we introduce competition. If a supplier thinks they're irreplaceable, they get comfortable. We always keep alternatives in the pipeline. Backup vendors, in-house production models, leverages everything.
Sounds like a polite way of saying pressure. And pressure makes enemies. Wouldn't be good for them.
Only if it's done carelessly. We're talking about calculated influence. Give suppliers just enough skin in the game that they can't afford to walk away, but not so much that they control the board.
Alright, let's say we give you a shot.
Sounds good.